Hello everyone, welcome back to the series of Complete Python specifically designed for GATE Data Science and Artificial Intelligence. In this session, we will solve the GATE DA practice questions. So let's start with the first question. Let me read the problem statement. What is the relation between S1 and S2? What is S1 and S2? Okay, they mention here S1 and S2 are two sets. So we need to find out, okay, what is the relation out of these four between S1 and S2 based upon this code actually. Okay, so in this code they provide us one function foo to us, and we are giving input two sets S1 and S2 to this function, and okay, in this statement we are executing a loop from here to here. Okay, yes, and taking one element from S1 and okay, checking is this element. If this element is not present in S2, then we will return false. Okay, what we are doing over here is that we are taking one element from S1 and checking if that is not present in S2, then we are returning false. So we are doing this for all the elements. We are taking one by one all the elements from S1 and checking them into S2. If even a single element is not present in S2 set, then we will return false. Otherwise we will return true. That means we are just checking that, okay, we will return true if all the element of S1 is present in S2. If all elements of S1 is present in S2, that means S1 is the subset of S2. B should be the right answer. See, we are returning true if all element of S1 is present in S2. If even a single element is not in S2, we will return false. So definitely with the help of this code, we are trying to find out if set 1 is the subset of set 2 or not. Okay, see, one more thing you can notice over here is that A will not be the right answer. Why A is not the right answer over here? In this also, all the element of S1 should be present in S2. Okay, that is also satisfying this code itself, but for this equivalent operation, the size of S1 should also be equal to size of S2, and in this code there is no discussion about the size. Size of S1 can be smaller than S2, but this is not allowed in equivalent operation. Okay, size must be same in equivalent operation, but okay, in the subset operation we are allowed to have smaller size of S1. Okay, so simply we are checking over here is that if all the element of S1 is present in S2 or not. If that is present, return true. If even a single element is not present, we are returning false. So definitely we are checking the subset property. So B is the right answer. Let's check out. Yes, B is the right answer over here. Fine, okay. Now let's move to the second question. So this is the second GATE DA question. Let me read the problem statement. What will be the function of given code? So what is the function of this code? We need to find out. And we are given two sets S1 and S2 as an input. Yes, in this check function, two sets are input S1 and S2. We need to find out what is the function of this code. Out of these four, what is the function of this code? Let's check out. Here, okay, we are given a loop. Same, we are taking the element from S1 set, one by one the element from the S1 set, and checking is this element is present this time. Okay, is this present in S2? If element which we pick from S1 is present in S2, then we will return false. So okay, what we are doing over here is that we are picking one by one all the element from S1 and checking if even a single element is present in S2. Whatever element we pick from S1, if that matches in the S2, we will return false. If nothing is matching between S1 and S2 set, then we will return true. So if nothing is matching between set 1 and set 2, then those sets are disjoint sets. So C must be the right answer. We are returning true if elements of S1 and S2 are not matching. If they are not matching, even a single element is not matching, means these two sets are disjoint sets. So C will be the right answer over here. Fine, okay, let's move on now. Yeah, C is the right answer. Let me check out the third question over here. Let me read the problem statement. What is the relation between S1 and S2? S1 and S2 are two sets. Okay, fine. So we are given a code over here. We need to find out what is the relation between S1 and S2. So 4 relations are given and we need to find out which relation is the right relation based upon this code. So here we are defining a empty set S3. Fine. Again we are taking the element from S1. One by one in this loop we are taking all the element of S1 set and checking, okay, is this element is not present in S2. If element is not present in S2, then we add that element inside the new set S3. Okay, so what we are doing simply over here is that we are picking one by one all the element of S1 and checking if that is not present in S2, add that into our new set S3. We are taking one element from S1, if that is not present in S2, add that into the new set S3. So ultimately what we are doing, we are taking all those elements of S1 which are not present in S2, we are all of them adding into S3 and returning the S3. So what are those elements which are present in S1 but not in S2? Actually that is the difference property. In difference also we take all those elements which are present in S1 but not present in S2. So yes, we are finding difference. So A must be the right answer over here. So let's check out, yes, A is the right answer. So let's move on. So this is our fourth GATE DA practice question. Let's check out this also. Here is the problem statement. What is the relation between S1 and S2? We are finding the relation. Okay, here. Fine, okay, it's okay. The relation between S1 and S2. S1 and S2 are two sets over here. Again, we are given a code. We need to find the relation between them. We are not love guru. Why they are asking us to find the relations every time? Still, okay, let's try. In this function, check union. Two sets we are taking as an input. Fine. Here we are defining an empty set. Name is result. Okay. In this loop, we are taking the element from the set 1 and adding those elements into our result set. Okay, so simply this loop is actually taking all the element of set 1 and adding them into result set. Okay, fine. Same way, this loop is also doing the same, taking all the element of S2, this time S2, and adding them into result set. Fine, okay. These two loops are taking all the element of S1 and S2 and adding them into the result set. And finally, we are returning the result set. So here we are doing the union operation, taking all the element of set 1, taking all the element of set 2, adding them into a new set. So definitely that is the union. So C must be the right answer. Notice one point over here is that duplicate elements, repeated element between S1 and S2 will automatically get removed. Why? Duplicate element will be considered one time in the set. So when we are storing the duplicate element in this result set, so whatever duplicate elements are there which are common in S1 and S2, they will be considered one time, because we are ultimately storing in all the element of set 1 and set 2 into a set itself. Result is a set itself. So definitely we are finding over here the union of set 1 and set 2, because we are considering all the element of set 1, all the element of set 2. Duplicate element will be considered one time, because ultimately we are storing the result into the another set, that is result. Fine, okay, let's check out. Yeah, this is the right answer. That's it for this session. Stay tuned. We will meet back in the next class.